Hello everyone, hopefully you all had a good spring break. Welcome back. Brock and I just want to take a few minutes to just kind of hit some of the main bullet points, keep it stirred up so after we did the class we don't want it to just be something you file away and never go back to. So we're going to kind of just talk about some main bullet points, and we're just hopeful that it starts conversations not only in your household but hopefully with your family, extended family, and friendships. And so we're going to kind of go through some bullet points and talk about some practical applications.
Yeah, so hopefully you've had a chance, if you hadn't already, to read through the whole book. If you haven't, I'd really encourage you to do that. If you haven't made your way through the worksheets that we did, I would really encourage you to do that as well. Just again, a way to keep it all drudged up. But remember, if you remember back to the class, the kind of the overarching thing that we were talking about was that behavior comes out of the heart. So when we're addressing things, when we're addressing behavior of our kids, we really need to be focused on the heart behind it and not just changing the behavior.
And we kind of equated that to a Pharisee, which they look good on the outside, but on the inside, that's where the problems are. So it's easy as a parent to get caught up in what are we seeing, but really it takes some time to pray and think through it. How do I change the heart behind the behavior? Especially having little kids can be challenging because it's just so constant. So we talked about two things: shaping influences. What's shaping your kiddos' behavior? What are they seeing? What are they exposed to? And also their Godward orientation. Are they going to yield to God first, or are they going to themselves?
And then as parents, we ultimately have the authority over our kids, and so we're not their friends. We need to teach them what it means to follow authority, because we have an authority that is God, and part of learning how to follow God is learning how to follow authorities in your own life. So we need to be good models of that, but we also need to remember that God put us in charge of our family, and we need to be the authority in that situation.
And when we're parenting, we're operating with eternity in mind, not just the here and now. So the way we communicate with them, the way we interact, what are we pointing to? It's all towards eternity. And we hope that someday God's saying, well done, instead of turn away from me, I didn't know you.
And then finally, this is one thing that really has stuck with me throughout this. If you want biblical results, you have to use biblical methods. So what does God say about how we raise our kids? And that's why it's so important to make sure we're studying our Bible, we're asking God for help, and that we're trying to apply biblical methods, not perfectly because we're all fallen human beings, but we're trying to do our best to apply biblical methods to our kids and our parenting so that we can get biblical results. Again, we miss you guys. We had a great time in March, and we want to just keep this up. If you have questions, by the way, or specific things that you want to talk to Ben or I about, we work at the school. You've got our email address, and we want to make sure that you feel comfortable reaching out to us, and we'd love to help in any way that we can.
If you haven't filled out the survey that Liz Peters sent out, please take the time to do that, because we want to get better at this. We plan on doing it again next spring, so hopefully we have even more people. Thank you so much. God bless.